How are you?
I'm good.
Today has been something else, people. You can't imagine. From one recording to the other. Wow. But because that's our journey. Welcome to today's welcome to today's conversation. Still relationship clinic with your girl Angie and my one and only.
And I'm Rich.
Yes, so we are here together. Relationship clinic is all about enriching the family, enriching our marriage, and how to relate with one another to maximize potential and destiny. I hope you've enjoyed our series so far. Today we are discussing perfect fit versus purpose fit. Few weeks ago we had a conversation with the singles on this topic and felt that we should bring via Zoom. I felt we should bring it to everyone. Let's all look at it because it's a good conversation to have. Well, before we start, say subscribe. This is our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Keepingmarriagealive Initiative. We're on Facebook and Instagram, Keepingmarriagealive. We're on Twitter, Alive KMA. And of course, we are both on our personal pages, Facebook, Richard 𝐏𝐞𝐫𝐬𝐭 𝐅𝐢𝐭 NG. And also we're on LinkedIn with the same names. So subscribe. Let's continue. So welcome to Relationship Clinic once more. It's about, we're discussing perfect fit versus purpose fit. You know, Mimi, do I start?
Wouldn't you want a perfect fit?
We all want a perfect fit. And when we mean perfect fit in a relationship conversation, it's all about, you know, that dream you wanted, the kind of person that makes you excited. You know, maybe you know what I mean by that.
Sparks of love in your heart.
The stature is the perfect. You're so attracted. They fit into all your agenda. But is that the highest goal of a relationship? Should we stop at just being perfect for one another, or is there more? And that's what we're discussing today. Just in conversation, maybe I was just thinking of while we're preparing for this meeting. You know, Leah. You see, I was just thinking, was Leah and Jacob? Was he? I think the perfect fit for him was Rachel,
Yeah.
and the purpose fit for him was Leah.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder what we're talking about. Maybe can you highlight a bit more before we continue?
Yeah, perfect fit is who you love, who you're attracted to, your dream person. You come in contact with that and you're in harmony, you flow together, you're at peace with each other, really. But purpose fit means you might not have all that. You have some of it too, but you don't have all that. But for the calling, God's calling upon your life, for the purpose for which you're on this earth, that person is the right partner. You might not be crazily in love, but both of you can go the distance with a sense of mission and accomplish it over the long run.
And that's the truth. I like that. Because I always wondered, have you ever wondered like I do, that you see this beautiful couples, all these actors and actresses, they're in love, they're so passionate. You see some couple, they're just simply in love, and all of a sudden, after some years, it's over.
Full of, yes.
So most people choose the perfect fit, but never take time to look for the purpose fit. My husband and I happen to be lucky enough to fall into the purpose fit. I had the experience of having both the perfect fit and the purpose fit. Now, before the journey begins, I want to remind you that you can have both in one person. You can have a perfect fit and a purpose fit. But if you are going to choose only one part of it, we ask you that you should choose a purpose fit. We had this conversation a while ago, and we talked about Osinachi. And then when we were talking about Osinachi in that conversation, we said something crucial. I'm asking that question to everyone watching. Do you think her problem was a purpose fit problem? Because if she was married to the one who understood that his journey was to make her become her best version, and vice versa, he won't stop her from shining. Rather, he will find ways to help her shine. I mean, what do you have to say?
It's obviously a purpose fit problem. I don't think they were perfect fit to
Either.
But there's an obvious purpose fit problem.
Yes.
The man couldn't see where she was heading to, couldn't see beyond being with him and cooking and serving him, couldn't see beyond, couldn't see her blossom, fly and touch the whole world with her music that God gave her.
Yeah.
Maybe he wanted the woman to be singing lullaby in the bedroom for him to sleep.
Oh,
what
good.
can that really attract?
Just to give you, but I just want to make it simple for everyone listening, because it's okay, your snatches on is off. Let's just talk about you. So you have met this guy who is everything you want in a man. But the thing he tells you all the time is that he wants a woman who is an 8 to 5 woman, maybe a teacher. But you are already building a career in the banking industry, and now you're transitioning to a global entrepreneur. Do you see that there is a misfit already? Now, someone will say, should I leave the relationship? That's not what we're saying. We're saying, first of all, address it. Does the person understand that this is what you have inside of you? Should this sacrifice you for a relationship? And I think most of us end up sacrificing ourselves, and we find no happiness.
Yes.
Because that thing inside of you is the fullness.
What should actually give you the true happiness, long-lasting happiness. And did you even discuss it before getting involved with that person?
Exactly.
That's the crux of the question. Because truly and fairly, if you didn't discuss it with the person, there's a gap already.
Very true. So for most of us listening, if you're single, this is a very good video to listen to. And if you're single, watch it, share with the person you're dating or you're courting. And if you're married, I think every couple should have this conversation.
This will be a dress rehearsal of what's going on.
Oh, yes.
Are we doing purpose fit? Are we doing perfect fit right now?
Remember that you can have both. If you are here, I don't think there are very few percentage that have both the perfect and the purpose fit. But with the grace of God, you can build it.
You can transition into that.
Exactly. We've transitioned better. We've been a purpose fit for a while. We are learning to be a perfect fit. We are not yet there. But because we're purpose fit, there are certain things that we can't just discard in our relationship. So I want to remind everyone here that it's not enough to make a decision concerning your marriage because of your emotions or how the person makes you feel. You need to ask, for the journey of my life, is this person who would help me become? For the journey of the person's life, am I the right person
It's two ways
to make this person's dream come true? If both of you have a disconnect, please, it's time to call it quit if you're not married. But if you're married, it's time to sit down and pray about it.
Yes. Remember, feelings come and go. And situation can literally change your feeling totally.
Exactly. Exactly.
But mission, purpose, it stays there. It burns from within. So you can't even let go of it. It burns from within and it drives you. I see someone encouraging you. It's like double stimulation, double encouragement, and both ways. And it makes both of you happy at the end, really.
Really.
Very happy at the end.
And one of the things I needed to share here, what my husband said, is because when we sit down and we usually start with the perfect fit. Some of us usually start with the perfect fit. Or we now get married and maybe we've not defined if we have a perfect fit or a purpose fit. So we are missing something. We start comparing our relationships. When you're in a purpose fit relationship, you rarely compare your spouse to another, because you understand that for your journey, this is what you need. You might not like the wholeness of the person, but you do understand and appreciate that with them, you will achieve destiny. Now, for everyone listening, can you take a minute and look at yourself? When last have you prayed about your spouse from the place that you will meet their purpose, you will help them meet purpose on earth? I just wanted to share, because of this submission stuff, we have a couple that preach submission now. We never preach that submission should be under purpose. So whenever we're preaching submission in relationship, there are two submissions we should preach. The submission where both agree that God brought us marriage for a purpose, and we have to pray through to know the purpose, why, and how we can help each other fulfill our individual purpose and our union purpose.
And encompassed with love.
Exactly.
Not just,
so we have people that wake up in the morning and they are discussing submission, and you hear them, they're never praying and asking God, this union, this person you brought to my life, what purpose am I meant to fulfill? What purpose are we meant to fulfill together? Before we continue, I want to just tell you something very important. On Wednesday, 18th May, we clocked 9 years. Round of applause for Keepingmarriagealive initiative.
Not easy.
It's not easy at all. It's been a purposeful journey. It's 9 years of
impacting lives, impacting couples, impacting singles, impacting relationships of people world over.
Exactly. And we want you to remember that our vision, which is right now, healing marriages with a lot of things, our mission and our core values. It's important you go to our website to know more about us. We also encourage everyone to celebrate with us, to support us. It's been a 9 years of self-sacrifice. For us to drive more, we ask and encourage everyone listening to please support Keeping Marriage Alive with as little as 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, as much as you can.
With your prayers, with your sharing of our information.
Exactly, with your financial support.
With your subscribing.
But our financial support, my love.
Yeah,
because everything you see is driven by money.
Yeah.
That's very important. So if you think you've enjoyed it, share, comment, encourage us, and support us any way you can. This thing requires to be driven requires money. So, and these are our bank details, account details here. So please share. This is it. Look at our bank details, and we need you to support us as we celebrate our 9 years. Encourage us. Thank you, everyone. So finally, I want to ask you what your purpose perfect fit. Perfect fit. We tell people that for you to choose a perfect fit above purpose fit, choose purpose fit. But our desire is that everyone is able to have both the purpose fit and the perfect fit. Remember that it takes a lot to build a purpose fit marriage. We will leave you with a few steps. The first step we will leave you with is, if you're single and about to get married, pray and ask God, is this a person I need for my journey? Am I the person the other needs for their journey? Then in marriage, we will continually say this prayer every day. You remember what we normally say to each other? Grace to be the spouse my husband needs. Grace to be the
spouse my wife
needs. For their journey. We say that almost every day of our life.
That's an important prayer.
Very important
prayer. And if you're already married to a perfect fit individual,
yes,
you can transit to become purpose fit. What are the steps?
Okay, so the first step, as we've said, is pray. The second step is discuss, so that you know where you can help the other become their best version. Discuss with them. Remember that God brought into their life as an advantage, not a disadvantage. So pray with them, talk about it, and adapt to each other's needs. I think in marriages, we don't preach adaptation. Please adapt to the needs of your spouse with the purpose goal at the end. And
you, the husband or the wife, tell your wife or your husband where she can be or he can be of help to you.
Yes.
Practically. Say, come and help me in this area.
Exactly.
Come and help me in this area.
And when your spouse asks for help, remembering that both of you are building a purpose-fit journey, please find a way to be part of that. Meet that need
and play a role.
It's very, very important.
So you can win together.
Exactly. So we're asking everyone here to have a conversation this weekend. Ask yourself those very important questions. And no matter where you are, remember that the aim is to be a purpose-fit union.
Yes.
Where you work together, pray for each other, adapt towards each other's need, so that what God wants to fulfill in your purpose will be done. I want to remind you, let's remind them that there's what we call individual purpose. There's what we call our individual purpose.
And the collective
purpose as a husband and as a couple.
And both are very important and crucial. It's
yes,
good to fulfill all of it. It can be done and should be done.
So sometimes when you are married to a perfect fit and you feel empty and you feel unhappy, it might not be because the person no longer fulfills those needs. It might simply be that for the purpose, both of you have not merged for the purposeful journey that you have been created for. So as couples, we want to ask you again, remember that you are created to be one, but remember that each of you have a special journey apart. So supporting one another individually and supporting as a collective is a secret of great successful marriages. Hope these tips have really helped you. Maybe any last words for everybody listening?
Celebrate with us. We're 9 years old. In purpose.
Yes,
so celebrate.